Well, welcome back to the channel here on the home gym. And today's an update video. As you can probably tell from the title, I contracted COVID. And so why is this an update video? Well, I first started showing symptoms a week ago Thursday. It was just a cough, but then that progressed, and over the weekend I knew what I had. And so now today's Saturday, so it's been one full week since I started feeling all the symptoms of COVID. And so after experiencing the myriad of symptoms and losing about 6 or 7 pounds, I'm finally at a place where I feel like I'm over the hump and I'm on the road to recovery. And so today I woke up, had my customary cup of coffee, checked out some news, and then did a 2-mile walk. Now, I normally do that 5 to 6 times a week, whether it's walking or running. And this is the first time since contracting COVID that I went out and actually did all 2 miles first thing in the morning. And so I feel pretty good. I'm not experiencing any kind of coughing attacks or anything like that. I'm not extremely worn out. And so now that I'm able to do that, that combined with the fact that my diet's back and my bathroom routine is back, all those were side effects of COVID. Everything seems to be tracking in the right direction. And so today's going to be the first day in over a week that I'm going to incorporate some strength training back into my program. So I did the walking, and today I'm going to do 3 sets of 10 push-ups and 10 kettlebell deadlifts, just to, again, get some of that strength training back into the routine and try to get back to normal. Still have a little bit of congestion, but I'm hoping that'll work itself out here in the next day or two. I didn't take any kind of antibiotics or any kind of treatments. I just kind of let it run its course. And like I said, it's been about 7 days, and sleeping better. Everything seems to be tracking back to normal. So that's the purpose of this video. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna video the next week of trying to get back into a routine and try to get back to normal, having experienced COVID for the last week. So more to come. See you in the next one. Okay, today is Sunday. It's about 5 o'clock, and it's time for another Corona recovery update. I'm going to start by summarizing kind of what happened yesterday. Now, in the last entry, I told you that I was going to start doing some strength training with my daily routine and try to get back as much to normal as I could. So, yesterday, full day of eating, did my 2-mile walk. I did incorporate push-ups and kettlebell deadlifts into my routine. Ended the day with over 13,000 steps, ended up mowing the yard. So it was a good day, and a full day of eating, by the way. So I was able to get in all my calories. So hopefully going to be putting on some weight, because, you know, like I said, I lost about 6 pounds since the onset of COVID. So I'm hoping that I can put a couple pounds on. I checked the scale this morning and I was up to 156. So I think I've gotten 1 pound back. So today not as active as yesterday, but I just did my 2-mile walk, so that's good. No strength training or anything like that. Didn't do any kind of workout, but I did do a full day of eating. So I've already eaten 3 times today. Everything seems fine there. So diet, digestion, all that stuff is good. The only thing I'm really still dealing with is a dry, hacky cough and a bit of a runny nose. But my energy level's back up. Everything else is pretty much like normal. And so I'm very encouraged that I'm on the recovery phase of COVID. Today being Sunday, so it's been about a week and 2 days since the first symptoms, and so I think that's a pretty good timeline. And hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to stay on track. So check in again tomorrow. Okay, so it's time for another quick COVID recovery update. Now today is Monday. It's about 10:15, and coughing, runny nose still persist. Not that bad, but it is very aggravating. I did go out for my 2-mile walk this morning. Normal diet. I had my waffles with peanut butter, orange juice, so diet is fine. The only thing I'm really concerned about is the fact that I haven't been able to gain any weight. Now, in my previous update, I said that I gained a pound. That went away. So now I'm back down, it looks like about 6 pounds since the beginning of COVID. And even though I'm eating regularly, normal diet, I still haven't been able to gain any weight since I first got my COVID symptoms. So that's going to be the struggle, because I have a very fast metabolism and it's hard to gain weight and keep it. And so now that I've lost this much weight, it's going to be super hard to try and put that back on. So that's the point of the video or this series, is to try and vlog and chronologue my efforts to gain that weight back. So if you're someone like me who has a hard time gaining weight, hopefully you can gain some inspiration from this series, and we will work on this journey together. All right, so that's it for Monday morning. Maybe I'll have another one tonight, this afternoon, but if not, we'll see you in the next one. Good morning. It is Tuesday, the 24th, and it's time once again for a Corona recovery update. As you can see, I'm out here on the trail, getting those morning steps in. Let's recap yesterday. Yesterday, I finished with over 10,000 steps. I was able to work out in the morning. The workout consisted of 5 barbell deadlifts, followed by 5 hang cleans, and then 5 back squats. Did that for 3 sets. Weight wasn't really heavy, but again, that's not the point. The point is just to incorporate some strength training back into the routine. Still feeling fine. All my eating and everything yesterday was fine. The only thing is I still have a cough and a runny nose. The thing that is concerning me the most is gaining weight, being able to get the weight back on, just because of my fast metabolism. So I'm still at 155, trying to get those extra 5 pounds on. Bugs are pretty bad this morning. But yeah, this morning, slept for almost 8 hours last night, got up, didn't start coughing right away, did cough a little bit as I started my walk this morning, but not nearly as bad as it's been. So I think that's an improvement, but I'm gonna start walking. These bugs are getting me. But again, my concern is gaining the weight back. I've been able to eat as I normally would have eaten before Corona. And so now it's just my body getting back into the normal flow of things and getting back to that normal weight. So today I'm gonna do my 2-mile walk again, get home, do some weights, and continue to try and get what I'm really, aside from the weight thing, the other thing I'm concerned about that I did hear in the news is long COVID, and people who have symptoms, long after they should. And I really don't want that, because just the coughing part, the stigma attached to that, when you go anywhere, you start coughing and everybody gives you the side eye, even, you're not sick anymore. So I am really concerned about that. So hopefully that works itself out here in the next couple days, and we can get back to life as normal. All right, so we will check back in with you either this afternoon or tomorrow morning. You have a good one. All right, welcome back. I got another, I don't want to say an update, but it's something that I forgot earlier today in the post that I did this morning. 2 things. 2 symptoms I forgot to mention. 1, can't smell. So I'm still suffering from the inability to smell. Now I know that's a traditional, very common side effect of COVID, but I'm still suffering from that So it's been a week and a half, and that kind of presented itself about 4 or 5 days in. And so probably going on a week and still no smell. The other thing, which was very interesting on the initial 4 or 5 days, the inability to control body heat, my body temperature. I was cold all the time, even in the shower, turn the heat all the way up, could not get warm enough at night. I'd have cold chills, I would sweat. That part has worked itself out. And so now the body temperature regulation is back to normal. So used to, I would be here in the office and I would have to wear a coat. Now I got short sleeves on. So of the two symptoms that I forgot to mention in earlier posts, still no smell. A little bit of it's coming back, but no smell. Body temperature, being able to regulate that is now back to normal. Coughing today has been significantly better. Still got a bit of a runny nose, but all indications are that I'm trending in the right direction. And hopefully by the end of this week, I'll be totally back to normal. All right, back to your regular schedule program. All right, well, good morning. It is Wednesday, the 25th. It's a little after 8. We're out here on the trail, getting those morning steps in, and it's time for another Corona recovery update. All right, so yesterday, everything went as planned. Got over 10,000 steps, got my workout in. The workout yesterday was 1 minute assault bike, followed by 20 slam ball overhead, you ground overhead kind of thing, then you drop it, pick it up. So that was the strength part. I was very surprised at how well the cardio piece went on the assault bike. So excited about that. And some more exciting news, gained 2 pounds. So that's good. Diet's still, normal. Sleep's normal. The only thing is I still got this little hacky cough, bit of a runny nose, and still waiting for that sense of smell to come back. I got little snippets, but waiting for the full sensory perception to come back. Let's see what else. I think that's about it. Just, really excited about recovery, and I'm excited that I'm on the back end of this thing. And so hopefully by this weekend, be back where I need to be. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about the low light performance and the audio of this camera. Not going to tell you which one it is. I want you to tell me if you like it first, and then if anybody asks what kind of camera this is, I'll let you know. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. We will see you in the next one. All right, well, good morning. It is Thursday. Back out on the trail. Here, let me show you the park real quick for those of you who haven't seen it. It's a beautiful morning. It's about 71, 72 degrees. Out getting those steps in before the work day. To kind of recap yesterday, didn't get as much walking in as I normally do. Only got a little over 9,500 steps. 9,500 is the daily goal, so that's a good thing. I did get a workout in. Yesterday's workout was dumbbell ground to overhead, 20 of those, and then 20 jumping jacks. So this focused the dumbbell ground overhead different than the slam ball ground overhead, because the slam ball uses 2 hands, the dumbbell using individual, right, left, and so it helps build a little symmetry, get the strength back in the arms. Today I'm trying to up my pace here on the trail, trying to test my cardio, and then when I get back to the house, I'm going to do 500-meter row with 15 barbell deadlifts. See how that goes. Again, just trying to really work in some strength training. Thought I had some good news last night. Went to dinner, came home, was taking a shower, getting ready for bed, and I weighed myself and it said 159. I was like, hey, I'm only a pound away from my goal. This morning, wake up, hit the scale again, 157. So I think that's a more accurate depiction of where I'm at as far as my weight. So that is still the struggle, but eating, doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing. So hopefully that will turn the corner here shortly. As for everything else, still dealing with a stupid cough, runny nose, and probably 1/3 of my smell has returned. That's about it. So still plugging away. Hopefully today or tomorrow will be the turning point. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, well, it is Thursday afternoon, and this, I believe, will be my last COVID recovery update. Earlier today, told you that I went out and took a walk. I did do the deadlift and row combo for my strength training today. That went very well. Coughing has been negligible today. Still got a little bit of a runny nose, little congestion, but that's fine. Smell's coming back. So it's been 2 weeks since my symptoms first started. And again, no antibiotics, no doctors, no treatments, just taking supplements, vitamins, minerals, that kind of thing. And I think I'm over it. Done. Tomorrow I'm going to put my cardio to the test. I'm going to start running again. The rowing went very well today, so I'm thinking that the cardio is recovered. And so 2 weeks and no doctor, no antibiotics. I should now have natural antibodies to COVID and be resistant. But I'll probably, most likely, go ahead and get vaccinated just because of all the restrictions that I'm starting to see out there when it comes to being in public places, going out to eat, going to venues, traveling. So it's going to get to the point where I'm just going to have to get it even though I don't agree with it. I don't like the government mandating anything because once they start, they don't stop. But in this particular instance, it's either that or just never go anywhere and never leave your house. So I'm probably going to have to cave on this particular issue. So with that being said, don't want to draw this out. This has been my COVID recovery synopsis. One last thing, the weight. Still not at 160, still struggling to gain weight. Not sure if that's a COVID thing or just a me thing, but I am eating. Everything is back to normal. So hopefully within another 3 or 4 days, that will work itself out. Now I'll be back at my fighting weight of 160. So until we meet again, you take care, have a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next one.